guys. Sorry, Amy's having a moment. Hi guys. So the whole reason why I'm making this video is basically just giving you guys a recap of what's been going on and how come we've been MIA for about 10 months now. The main reason why I stopped vlogging was because our audience was so small and we weren't gaining enough people that would convince me to continue vlogging. So I think that was the whole purpose why I stopped, but also because a lot of things were going on at the time. I had just graduated, I got my permit, I was stressing about work because I was earning minimum wage and I felt like I wasn't making enough money. And also in the month of May is when I found out that me and Luke were expecting a lot of things were just hitting us so much from left to right. It was coming towards the end of the year. A lot of the holidays are around the corner and you're constantly spending money. I just felt like 2017 was so chaotic. You know, 2017 basically revolved around my whole pregnancy. During winter break, I was admitted to the hospital and I was having contractions and I was dilated to about 3 centimeters, and they had me stay a few days so that they could monitor my contractions and my dilation. They were trying to prevent him from coming because he was only 33 weeks and what's it called, he was already very small to begin with. At my first ultrasound, actually, when we had the gender reveal, they had told us that he was a very tiny baby and that about 4 weeks after that I had to go get a second ultrasound to see if he grew a little bit, but he was still very small. But my son, his name is Hudson, and he was born on January 17th of 2018. He weighed 5 pounds and 14 ounces and he was 18 and a half inches long. Although he came early, he had no health problems. He did in fact stay in the special nursery just because he was born early. He basically only stayed in the nursery for about 24 hours and that was about it. And he got to sleep with me and Luke in the room. We were admitted back to the hospital because he had high jaundice. If you guys don't know what jaundice is, I'll put like a description. It's very common in a lot of Asian babies. Both my kids actually had jaundice. With Amy, she was in the special nursery for about, I think, 12 hours. And then she was under the lights for 12 hours. And we were sent home with a blanket. But this time around, we were discharged when he was 2 days old. With my son, they checked his hemoglobin and it was fine. They said that he was, he most likely wouldn't have it as bad as Amory. But then when we met with his primary a couple days later after that, she was like, oh yeah, he is so yellow. You guys need to take him in. That day that we had to go take him, oh my God, it was snowing so badly. Like we had, I don't know how many inches of snow. Like the roads were so bad and that like every car was like stuck on the street. And we literally live like, like 2 miles away from the hospital and it took us like an hour and a half.